The rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein-type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors, yeah. I don't know that there's any proof or anything other than that.
Nah, I just see if I see him one day that I know for a fact he'll be behind bars. So it don't matter what he do now.
So Kevin Hart's personal life is back in the headlines, and this time it's messier than ever. His wife, Eniko Parrish, who has stood by him through past scandals, seems to have finally reached her breaking point. According to sources, she's not only leaving him, but filing for divorce. Why now? Well, buckle up, because the reasons behind her decision are more than just your average Hollywood drama. Word on the street is that Eniko's had enough, especially because rumors are swirling about Kevin's involvement in something much bigger and darker. And what's that? Sean Diddy Khan's explosive downfall? That's right. Diddy's recent legal troubles are putting everyone he's ever associated with under the microscope, and Kevin Hart is no exception.
It is a time for Hollywood to hear this story, especially because a lot of people are locked in non-disclosures and they're not able to talk and protect themselves.
Let's rewind for a second and dive into the scandal step by step, because this isn't just about a breakup. This is about reputations, hidden secrets, and the unraveling of Hollywood's carefully curated images. First, we have to talk about Diddy. The hip-hop mogul's arrest has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. The FBI has been circling Diddy for months now, and he was finally taken into custody on charges that could lead to a major criminal case. We're talking allegations of racketeering, trafficking, and even bribery. The sheer scale of Diddy's legal mess is astonishing, but it's what's coming out in the aftermath that's caught everyone's attention.
And Stacey, you say today's indictment reads like a mob indictment. What was most shocking to you of all these allegations?
Yeah, the fact, Jake, that the government in this indictment presented evidence alleging that Sean Combs was running a criminal enterprise.
According to reports, Diddy's downfall is uncovering a whole network of people who may have been involved, or at least present, at his infamous parties. These weren't just your regular A-list Hollywood gatherings. These parties, often referred to as freak-offs, are rumored to have been wild, controversial events where anything went. The FBI is reportedly digging deep into these gatherings, looking for evidence of illegal behavior that could take down even more big names in Hollywood. And guess who's been spotted in videos and images from these events? You guessed it, Kevin Hart.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, check this out.
Social media has been flooded with clips that allegedly show Kevin Hart at several of Diddy's notorious parties. One video that's been making the round shows Kevin hanging out with Diddy and R&B star Usher at one of these lavish events. In the clip, Diddy makes a bizarre comment, telling Kevin Hart not to sit on the bed and then launching into a strange story about his friendship with Usher. The conversation is awkward, to say the least, and viewers have been quick to point out how off it seems, especially in light of Diddy's recent charges.
And matter of fact, Kevin, come here. Kev, I want you to talk about me as a baby. Come here, man. You mess it all up. I don't even feel comfortable with you in my bed. Hold on. Can you go get some girls? So get me in the bedroom with some girls? Let's get some girls up here, please.
What makes this even more shocking is the timing. These videos resurfaced just days before Diddy's arrest, which has led to rampant speculation about whether Kevin Hart was more involved in Diddy's underground world than anyone realized. While there's no concrete evidence tying Hart to any criminal behavior, the fact that his name is being dragged into this at all is a disaster for his public image.
Go get some girls. Go get some. Matter of fact, while the girls come, hey yo. No, check this out, no homo, come here, man. Hey, yo, Kevin, come here, no homo. We're gonna have a contest. You know we're gonna have a contest, we're gonna get our breath first, because your breath be stinking sometimes. And we're gonna go back and forth.
Now, let's zoom in on Kevin's personal life, because that's where things really start to unravel. We all know that Kevin Hart hasn't exactly had a clean track record when it comes to fidelity. He cheated on his first wife, Tori Hart, with Eniko Parrish, and that messy situation played out very publicly. Kevin and Tori's divorce was a media frenzy, with accusations of cheating and betrayal flying around. And yet, Kevin's career managed to survive, largely because he owned up to his mistakes and crafted a comeback narrative around redemption and growth.
I'm not an extortionist. I'm not a stripper.
27-year-old Montia Sabag is speaking out today and defending her name.
But then, Kevin did it again. In 2017, he was caught cheating on Eniko while she was pregnant with their son. The details of that affair were splashed all over the internet thanks to a leaked video and some embarrassing text messages. At that time, Eniko shocked everyone by choosing to forgive him. She even addressed it publicly, saying that she believed in Kevin's remorse and was willing to give their marriage another chance. It was a decision that baffled some people, but it seemed like Eniko was committed to sticking by Kevin, no matter what.
Yeah, when you got caught cheating in Vegas.
Hey, brother,
Mr.
listen.
Irresponsible.
It's beyond irresponsible.
So why is she leaving him now? What could be worse than the public humiliation of being cheated on while pregnant? Well, if the rumors are true, this latest scandal could involve something even more scandalous than infidelity. There's talk that Kevin Hart's involvement in Diddy's parties wasn't just about partying or letting loose. Some sources are claiming that Kevin may have been involved in activities that go beyond your typical Hollywood bad behavior. Allegations are swirling that Kevin might have exchanged favors for career boosts at these parties, and the fact that Diddy is now being investigated by the FBI makes these claims all the more serious.
Okay, this is what I mean when I say people wake up every day and just volunteer lies. Diddy, how are we supposed to believe anything that comes out of your mouth? And furthermore, why should we not believe the rumors of things going in your mouth when you out here volunteering bold-faced lies? You would still be lying to us right now if it was no video. You didn't even apologize to Cassie in the video.
Here's where things get even darker. Eniko reportedly found out about Kevin's connection to these parties and, more specifically, the rumors about what went down at them. Word is, she wasn't just concerned about the cheating. This time, she feared for her own reputation. You see, this isn't just about Kevin stepping out on her with another woman. If the rumors are true, Eniko's now distancing herself because of the potential blowback from what's being uncovered about Kevin's behavior at Diddy's events. It's important to remember that, while none of these rumors have been confirmed, the speculation alone is enough to ruin someone's reputation. And Kevin, who has spent years building up a family-friendly image, is at serious risk of losing it all. What's more, this isn't the first time Kevin's name has been caught up in shady Hollywood dealings. Fellow comedian Cat Williams has been vocal in the past about Kevin's rapid rise in Hollywood, suggesting that there was more going on behind the scenes than anyone realized. Williams even hinted that Kevin's success might have come at a price, implying that he had to make certain sacrifices to get to the top. At the time, many dismissed Cat's comments as just another case of sour grapes, but now those old interviews are being looked at with fresh eyes.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a stand.
The whispers about Kevin's involvement in Diddy's underground world are not just gossip. They're starting to have real consequences. It's no coincidence that as more details about Diddy's case emerge, Kevin's personal life is falling apart. Eniko's decision to file for divorce seems to be her way of protecting herself from whatever fallout is coming next. By distancing herself from Kevin, she's sending a clear message. She doesn't want to be dragged down with him. And let's be real, Eniko has a lot to lose. Not only is she Kevin's second wife, but she's also built her own brand as a social media influencer and entrepreneur. If Kevin's image continues to crumble, it could easily spill over into her public life, and she knows it. That's why some insiders are saying that Eniko's move to file for divorce is less about heartbreak and more about damage control. She's not just protecting her heart, she's protecting her business and her reputation.
That those situations lend to maybe some issues with tampering. And I do feel like there are victims who are scared to come forward, including my client. She was very nervous about if he was going to get bail this week. And once I told her, and then come after people, including her and some of the other individuals. And she was very relieved when he did not receive.
This isn't just about Kevin and Eniko, though. As more names get tied to Diddy's parties, it's clear that this scandal could have a ripple effect across Hollywood. The FBI is reportedly looking into everyone who attended these events. And while Kevin Hart's involvement is still being investigated, he's definitely not the only one under the microscope. But for Kevin, the timing couldn't be worse. He's already dealing with the fallout from his previous scandals, and this one could be the final nail in the coffin.
You mentioned L.A. Reid sent you to New York, and you live with P. Diddy. They call it Flavor Camp.
Flavor Camp, yeah.
So what was that experience like, and how did that help Usher's career?
What makes this situation even more precarious for Kevin is the fact that, unlike his previous cheating scandals, this isn't just about infidelity. If the allegations about Diddy's parties prove to be true, Kevin could face serious legal consequences. Even if he didn't directly participate in any illegal activity, just being associated with these events could be enough to tarnish his career permanently. And if the FBI decides to dig deeper into Kevin's role in Diddy's world, it could get even worse. At this point, Kevin Hart's silence is deafening. While he's been quick to address past controversies, often using humor and self-deprecation to diffuse the situation, he hasn't said a word about these latest rumors. His social media accounts have been strangely quiet, and while he's still promoting his upcoming projects, there's a noticeable lack of personal content. It's almost as if he's waiting for the storm to pass, hoping that this will blow over like his previous scandals. But with the FBI involved and the stakes higher than ever, it's unlikely that Kevin will be able to joke his way out of this one.
Now, if the government is going to mandate that they are responsible for your well-being, they have to ensure the safety of your well-being.
As for Eniko, her decision to leave Kevin is likely just the beginning. Divorce papers might be filed, but the public fallout is far from over. In the coming weeks, we can expect more details to emerge, both about Kevin's involvement in Diddy's world and the real reasons behind his marriage's collapse. One thing is clear, Kevin Hart's perfect image is in serious jeopardy, and if the rumors are true, this could be the scandal that finally brings him down.
And a lot of the evidence, alleged evidence, that's been gathered in this case was from those 2 raids that were conducted on his personal homes in Miami and Los Angeles. And the indictment names the things seized that he allegedly made videos of these performances that have been named freak-offs.
And let's not forget the wider implications of this situation. If Kevin Hart is just one of many celebrities who were involved in Diddy's controversial parties, then Hollywood could be on the verge of its next big reckoning. Diddy's arrest is just the tip of the iceberg, and as more names get dragged into the spotlight, the entertainment industry is bracing for impact.
Montia had a relationship over a period of days about a month ago with Kevin Hart in Las Vegas.
With Kevin Hart's reputation hanging by a thread and Eniko Parrish walking away, it's clear that this scandal is far from over. What else will come to light? Will more A-listers get caught up in the fallout from Diddy's arrest? And most importantly, how will Kevin Hart's career survive yet another damaging controversy?
The only way he will not go to prison for the time that they want to give him is if he start giving them something.
And if you thought the drama surrounding Kevin Hart was shocking, just wait until we dive deeper into the ripple effects of this entire scandal. It turns out Kevin isn't the only one caught in the crossfire of Diddy's downfall. Far from it. This whole situation is starting to look like a massive domino effect, with even bigger names in Hollywood at risk of being pulled into the mess. Take Jay-Z and Beyonce, for example. Now, you might be wondering, what do they have to do with all this? Well, word on the street is that their marriage is not as picture perfect as it seems. In fact, rumors have been circulating for months that they're living separately and might be on the verge of splitting up. And guess what? Some are starting to speculate that Diddy scandal could have something to do with the strain in their relationship.
After they are done with Diddy, Jay-Z is up next to be exposed.
Now, before we jump to conclusions, let's break it down. Diddy's infamous parties were attended by some of the most powerful people in the entertainment industry, and you know Jay-Z and Beyonce are right at the top of that list. These weren't just casual hangouts. They were exclusive events that attracted the biggest names in Hollywood, music, and sports. So what really went down at those parties? The FBI is reportedly investigating whether some of Diddy's high-profile guests were more than just innocent bystanders. They're looking into whether illegal activities were happening under everyone's noses, and if people like Jay-Z were aware of it.
I still say allegedly, has done things and allegedly participated in a lot of things that the public would not be happy to know.
Now, we know Jay-Z is a businessman through and through, but he's also no stranger to controversy. He's been caught up in rumors before, and his relationship with Diddy goes way back. There's even been talk that they've collaborated behind the scenes on business deals and other ventures. But with Diddy's legal troubles now front and center, Jay-Z's name is being dragged into the mix, too. Could it be that his association with Diddy is causing tension in his marriage to Beyonce? After all, this power couple has always maintained a carefully curated image, and any connection to the scandal could be disastrous for their brand. Beyonce, on the other hand, has remained relatively quiet on the matter, as she tends to do when rumors swirl around her personal life. But sources close to the couple say she's deeply concerned about the impact this scandal could have on their family. She's reportedly furious that Jay-Z's name is even being mentioned in the same breath as Diddy's legal mess. And let's not forget, Beyonce is all about control, controlling her image, her career, and her narrative. If there's any truth to these rumors, you can bet she's already working behind the scenes to distance herself from the fallout.
So I think they're just throwing stuff at the wall and hoping that it sticks because they know that their client is guilty and they're just trying to do the best that they can with a guilty client.
The fact that Jay-Z and Beyonce have been living separately, at least according to insiders, only adds fuel to the fire. There's been speculation that the two had issues for years, and with Diddy's scandal now casting a shadow over their relationship, it wouldn't be surprising if this was the final straw for them. Could we be looking at the end of Hollywood's most iconic power couple? It's hard to say for sure, but one thing is clear. Diddy's arrest is shaking up far more than just his own world.
Right?
Nah, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it.
But it doesn't stop with Jay-Z and Beyonce. As the FBI digs deeper into Diddy's parties, more names are coming up, names that could surprise even the most jaded Hollywood insider. Reports suggest that other A-listers, including actors, musicians, and even athletes, are being quietly questioned by investigators. And the reason for this is simple. Diddy's parties weren't just glamorous gatherings. They were a breeding ground for behavior that, according to some sources, was far from legal. There's been talk of everything from shady financial dealings to other activities that might not have been on the up and up. And while some celebrities are keeping their heads down and hoping their names don't get dragged into the mess, others are starting to get nervous about what might come out. The fear isn't just about legal consequences. It's also about the impact on their carefully built reputations. In Hollywood, image is everything. And once that image is tarnished, it's almost impossible to repair. One of the most shocking revelations so far comes from allegations about Diddy's parties being secretly recorded. Yeah, you heard that right. There are rumors that hidden cameras were set up in Diddy's homes, capturing footage of everything that went down during these wild events. And according to a lawsuit filed by Rodney Lil Rod Jones, Diddy has been using these recordings as leverage over his guests. If these rumors are true, it could mean that some of the biggest names in Hollywood have been caught on camera doing things they'd rather the world never see. Let's think about that for a second. If Diddy really has footage of his famous friends engaging in illegal or embarrassing activities, the fallout could be catastrophic. It's one thing to be linked to a scandal through association, but having concrete evidence, that's a whole different ballgame. And while Diddy is facing serious charges, there's no telling how many other people could be implicated if these tapes ever see the light of day.
So why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time, like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
So who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup?
This brings us back to Kevin Hart. Now, Kevin's name has been swirling around these rumors for a while, but it's the possibility of these secret recordings that has everyone on edge. If Kevin was caught on camera at one of Diddy's parties, whether he was participating in something shady or not, his career could be over in an instant. Even if he didn't do anything illegal, just being part of this scandal is enough to ruin his reputation for good. And if Eniko Parrish knew about the existence of these tapes, that would certainly explain why she's so eager to distance herself from Kevin right now.
Now, so what is next? Is he going to be in jail in this facility until the trial begins? Is there a chance he could, get moved earlier than that?
As of this moment, as of this hour, as of today, yes. But of course, as I mentioned earlier, they're going to be appealing this thing next to the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals to overturn the judge's order here to try and get him actually released.
But Kevin isn't the only one with something to lose. As more celebrities are mentioned in connection with Diddy's parties, Hollywood is bracing itself for what could be one of the biggest scandals the industry has ever seen. The FBI has already started interviewing key witnesses, and from what we've heard, more people are expected to be brought in for questioning soon. The problem is, no one knows just how deep this goes. For every name that's been mentioned publicly, there are probably dozens more that are being kept under wraps for now. It's not just about individual reputations, either. The entertainment industry as a whole could be looking at a massive shakeup. Diddy has been a major player in Hollywood for decades, and if his empire comes crashing down, it could take a lot of other powerful people with it. And while some celebrities might think they're untouchable, the truth is no one is immune when the FBI comes knocking.
I made a bad error in judgment and put myself in an environment where only bad things can happen, and they did. And in doing that, I know that I'm going to hurt.
The fact that Diddy's legal team is already scrambling to contain the damage shows just how serious this is. His lawyers have been quick to deny all allegations, calling the investigation a witch hunt and insisting that Diddy is innocent. But with so much evidence reportedly piling up, especially from those secret recordings, there's only so much they can do to protect him. And as the trial approaches, the pressure is mounting for Diddy's allies to either stand by him or cut ties before they get dragged down too.
And when you see, there's no artist, let me be clear, there's no artist in this industry that's doing major numbers with these platforms that haven't sold their soul.
So who else could be implicated? We've already talked about Jay-Z and Beyonce, but there are whispers about other big names in the music industry who might have attended Diddy's notorious gatherings. Some sources claim that a few high-profile artists, including those who collaborated with Diddy in the past, could be brought in for questioning. And then there are the athletes, several of whom were known to be regulars at Diddy's events. While none of these names have been confirmed yet, the fact that these rumors are even circulating shows just how far-reaching this scandal could be. And let's not forget about the ongoing lawsuits. In addition to the criminal investigation, Diddy is facing multiple civil suits, many of which involve accusations that could destroy his legacy for good. One of the most high-profile cases involves singer Cassie, who settled a lawsuit with Diddy after accusing him of mistreatment during their relationship. The details that have emerged from that case are disturbing enough, but there are reportedly more victims who are preparing to come forward with similar stories. If these lawsuits gain traction, it could trigger a flood of allegations against Diddy and anyone else who was complicit in his behavior.
That's my initial reaction, because that's how I always feel when I see situations like this. And then there's this weird sense of grief, because it is Diddy, right? Diddy is a hip-hop hero. He's an ordinary person who did extraordinary things. To sit here and act like the man wasn't a huge part of our upbringing is a damn lie. So there's this weird sense of grief, like another one of our heroes has ruined their legacy, and it's their own fault because of poor choices.
This is where the real danger lies for Hollywood's elite. It's not just about being named in connection with Diddy's parties. It's about being seen as someone who turned a blind eye to what was happening. In an industry that's been rocked by scandals like this before, there's a growing sense that this could be the next big reckoning. We've seen it happen with other powerful figures, and now it seems like Diddy's empire is crumbling right before our eyes. As for Kevin Hart, the future is uncertain. His career has survived scandals before, but this one is on a whole different level. If his name continues to be linked to Diddy's investigation, and especially if any compromising footage emerges, it could be game over for him. And while he's kept quiet so far, his silence isn't doing him any favors. The longer he stays out of the spotlight, the more people will speculate about what he's hiding.
Kevin have a gambling problem or something?
His game is poker.
He gambled y'all money away and had to pay y'all half checks?
Yes, exactly.
The same goes for Jay-Z, Beyonce, and the countless other celebrities whose names are now being whispered in connection with this scandal. They've built their careers on carefully managed images, but this situation is threatening to shatter those facades. The question is, how many of them will come out unscathed? With the FBI's investigation still ongoing and more details expected to emerge in the coming weeks, Hollywood is holding its breath. This isn't just another tabloid story. This is a full-blown crisis that could change the landscape of the entertainment industry for years to come. The stakes have never been higher, and as the truth comes to light, we'll see which celebrities manage to keep their names out of the headlines, and which ones get pulled down along with Diddy.
Think you're right, Puff Duke. He might need to get out of here.
It's
man. Over with. You did your thing.
You had a hell of a run.
That's it.
And you still have hundreds of millions of dollars.
So, with all this chaos surrounding Kevin Hart, Diddy, and the countless other A-listers caught in the wake of this scandal, the real question is, how far will this ripple effect go? Do you think Kevin Hart can survive this, or has his time finally run out? And what about Jay-Z and Beyonce? Could this scandal really be the breaking point for Hollywood's most iconic power couple? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.